Speaking of sequel hooks. Speaking of sequel hooks. Welcome to the final case in the silver case. It's called case number 25. Whiteout. The sequel to this game is literally called the 25th Ward, the silver case. Welcome to case 25. Welcome to more shit that's gonna tease the sequel that I'm gonna play in a couple years. Hell yeah. Whiteout Prologue. It's literally the prologue for the sequel that, again, I'm playing in a couple years. Oh, it's the rotating shit, but it's now letters. It's now letters. Ah, no. I'm always ready to die. Anytime, anywhere. So I became a cop. Hello there. I'm gonna read the middle of that. Shibuya? Shirobuyu? I don't know. Something along those lines is what his name was. I'm gonna get recognized for my feats, get decorated, receive my special bonus, and send the money to my mother. Shiriyabu, sorry. My mother raised 3 kids on her own in a ramshackle apartment, so she's had a hard life. So I want to make things easier for her. I'll do anything for her. If it was to protect the government, the people, and my mother, I'd do anything. Well, unfortunately, what you became instead was a cop, so you're not going to be doing much of any of that. Can I ask a question? If I die, then the government is going to take care of my family, right? That's what I was told. So if I die in the line of duty, you'll put my family in a nice apartment with a bath and everything, right? You join the cops to die so his family can be taken care of. Really? In that case, I'll do anything. I'm dying to work. Like, I'll literally die while working. Don't die in the line of duty? Okay. So I need to kill this guy? You're a cop. Here's your most important job as a cop. Go murder people. Because that's what they do. No problem. Let me do him. Leave it to Mokutaru Shiriyabu. Whatever may come at me, I'll turn their ass to white dust. Get some! Whiteout. I imagine we'll see him a bit in the 25th Ward. Maybe he'll be at the very beginning of the 25th Ward and die instantly. His family was taken care of. Hey, the batting center! We're back here. 3 years later. We're now in 2003. Secret meeting. You know, it's not that secret of a meeting if you always come to the same batting center to meet. Oh my god, Munakata's now in a wheelchair. Munakata's now in a wheelchair. Was he shot during the end of the last one? There was a lot of people shot during Life Cut. I don't remember if he was. I don't think he was. Hey, you know about this? This Sentai stuff? Where there's a group of 4 or 5 heroes fighting monsters and things? Hell yeah. And, oh, Kasaka. You're the dude, from Central. Yeah, your son begs for that stuff. You end up buying all those expensive toys. Must be a formidable opponent for a civil servant. I'm not talking about toys. I'm talking about the heroes. What, you've never seen one before? I don't know anything about the TV shows. There are originally 5 of them, and new colors get added on later. Added colors? You know, like Angel. Angel. Like how he was sort of Buffy's sidekick, and later went on to become a main player himself. Sure, let's talk about Buffy the Vampire Slayer and the spin-off thing, Angel. Could you maybe fill in exactly how this hero stuff works as a social construct? Hell if I know. I mean, it's probably a vertically structured deal, I guess. So why do they need to increase the number of members? These heroes all fight in set, boring ways. So you get these crafty strategists figuring out ways to defeat them. Then, as the bad guys get tougher and smarter, and that's when the sidekick pops in, yeah. Then they have a new hero, and more toys for you to buy. And that's where kids' Christmas money goes. It's a pretty solid setup. You just can't win against the toys. Is this meant to be a sequel thing where we're doing a sequel and the bigger, badder guy's going to be bigger and badder, so we're going to add new characters along with all your old favorites? Is this literally just telling us about how we're being sequel baited right now? Is that literally what we're doing? I bought the case, I had 2 of them together. I've already bought your sequel. Actually, was this really just about toys? Here's the question. If those Sentai heroes were Kamui's trump, what would they be? Oh, Jesus, these guys again. This is getting into dangerous toy territory. Joker. I mean, all the others were like suites of cards, and then there's a Joker card. I'll leave it up to you. I can't even use my gun with this body. It suits you, even with the wheelchair. You look good no matter what you wear. You making fun of me? Not at all, it really suits you. I'm not just saying that, I mean it. You look like an Ed 209. I don't know if that's the compliment that you think it is, bro. The hell is that? You know, the Verhoeven film. Oh yeah, you like the strawberry one, right? That would be ice cream. Never mind. Anyway, I'm off to take out this Joker now. So what we're saying is that all 4 of the suites were killed by Kasabi last time, but we didn't get the Joker one. Oh, there's a new one. Tell Tetsu I said hi. How's he been doing? Tetsu. Can't get a hold of him. Nobody knows where he went. He might be. That old man's not dead. Don't even waste your time worrying about that. I hope you're right. How many years has it been? 4 years. Huh? Time really goes by. I thought it was 3, but... How's things working out with Sakura? I'd kind of rather not. Oh, so you guys broke up? Seriously, I'd rather not. Oh, they dated and then they broke up. That broad. Actually, that's kind of rude. That woman's a difficult one. Hey, she's been the most normal fucking character in this game. Fuck you. She has no problem taking a full month to reply to emails. You're super organized and kind of a neat freak. So I bet she makes no sense to you, huh? Let's change the subject. Here's some advice. Bone her once and she'll turn into your little kitten. Munakata, what the fuck? It's the kind of girl she is. Munakata, what the fuck? You boned her, right? Leave it at that or I'll shoot you, okay? This is a messed up bloody place. Maybe I let my mouth go a bit too far. Yeah, Munakata, what the fuck? Anyway, you go off on your hunt. Where did this intel come from? Don't ask senseless questions. I'll give you a hint. The 3 of spades. Is there an entire deck? Is there an entire fucking deck of these people? I'm not good with riddles, ever since I was a kid. A kid, huh? When you were a kid? I can't even imagine it. I was a little angel, according to my mother. See you later. I'll contact you again. Munakata. Did you gain weight? I lost about 20 kilos. That's why you lost Sakura. I'm seriously gonna kill that guy. You're both dickheads. How about that? Who are we calling up? We've received more intel. There's one more Trump member. Sakura, one more? You mean someone left over? Left over. No, I think it may be something new. What do you mean? Either way, we don't have detailed info yet. All we know is that it's someone behind the scenes. A Joker. You know about this? No, just a hunch. The only playing cards connected to the world of the underside of the cards are the Joker and the Ace. It's common knowledge. You're as clever as always. But I don't want you to move just yet. I'll take care of things. Is that a warning or just advice? It's supposed to be kindness. What I'm trying to say is, I don't want you overexerting yourself. Can you stop that? Your creepy kindness makes me want to kill you. I'll do my own thing. Don't get in my way, okay? You're out of my control. Sorry. Why are you apologizing? Shit. And this is a dude who wanted to kill himself earlier for like the moment anything went wrong, the dude's just like, well, I guess it's time to die. So that is who Kusaka is. With the appearance of the Joker, the world once again becomes a labyrinth steeped in fog. Hey, Fire. Take out the Joker before Machiro and company. A new kind of monster's on the move. I thought the monsters didn't matter. It probably won't. Get it? Because there's the 25th ward that we're going to play. It's a sequel. It's a sequel. Morishima's flying to some island and we've got a sequel. Get it? Wait, maybe we're already dealing with Joker. Maybe we're... No, they said Whiteout Prologue. We're not going to end it here. Oh my god, I wasn't expecting another movement fucking sequence. Holy shit. Holy shit. 25. I say 25. I can't read the rest of it. Okay. Okay. Can I interact with that? I can't read Japanese video game. This doesn't help me. I just see 25. Probably 25th ward. I can't read Japanese. Alright. Oh my god. Back in the slow tunnels we go. Oh yeah. Build this anticipation for the sequel you're gonna play. Fire, do you read me? That place holds special meaning to you. And I know you must have complicated feelings. But those feelings don't matter right now. Secure the Joker before anyone else. Process him if the situation requires it. I dare you. I fucking dare you to ask me to go through all 10 bowling pins again right now. I dare you. I fucking dare you. This bloody place. I never wanted to come anywhere near here again. I don't even want to think about it. But there are those who are drawn here and gather at this place. The kind of people who crave the smell of blood. They gather here, seeking Kamui. Kamui's still a legend to people. I know the old man's gonna come too. It's just a hunch, but still. I don't know why. But somehow I just know. Tetsugoro Kasabi is another bloodthirsty one. He's the kind of guy who can't live unless it's on the brink of death. I can understand that. Fire, find him. Finish things one more time. Fight the past. Be killed by the past. Or kill the past. It's up to you. I thought we already dealt with the past. I thought we already dealt with that. But it's coming back. You can never escape it. It loops around or whatever they said. I was about to say, how many of these are going to make me walk through? The Joker! I found him! Who's that? Fire. What's going on? Oh my god, it's that cop we saw. Shirayaba. Fire. Didn't they teach you that you'd get in trouble for doing naughty things? Don't move! I'm bringing the hammer of justice down upon you. Get both hands up in the air. Lie down on the ground. Don't resist. Are you listening? Hey, are you even listening to me? Respond or I'll shoot. I'm seriously gonna shoot. For reals, just die. Fire can't talk, no responding. Whiteout Prologue. Whiteout is coming soon. Dead Souls. No, that's Yakuza. What are you talking about, video game? Whiteout is coming soon. Is that the name of the first case in 25th Ward? Probably is. I wonder if they actually... There's been a lot of times where they do that in this game, where someone is shot, like, as the screen fades to black, and then it's revealed someone else was shot. They do that a lot in this game. I am now wondering, did they actually just kill off me? Did they actually just kill me off right at the end of the game to get ready for the sequel? Did that actually just happen? Also, once again, there's this one chapter that we did that didn't count as completing. Back here, when we did Spectrum, it didn't count towards our percentage. So now our percentage isn't 100%, and I'm really confused as to why. Or rather, at the beginning of the next game. True. Yeah, this is all stuff that wasn't in the original. And with that, you can see we're now actually done. We are now actually done. That has been the Silver Case. And it's sequel baiting for the next game. Because, like, if I go back, you'll be able to see. We can go back here, because it's all part of, like, one big collection. Now that we're on the Switch. The 25th Ward, the Silver Case, is the sequel to this game. Originally a mobile game. And then they remastered it and actually released it on stuff that wasn't mobile. Because it couldn't be played anymore. Because it was, like, on old flip phones or some shit. So that is probably where we will continue with Whiteout. As I said, it's all sequel bait. Morishima's off on some island. We've once again gone down there to deal with the Joker. We've seemingly been shot. But that is it for this current game of the Silver Case. This game is awesome. This game fucking rules. This is a really good ass video game. I've mentioned my faults with it. I don't think it's perfect. It's a bit too obtuse. It's a bit too dense at times. It is weird as shit, just in presentation and controls. The fact that it is tank controls in a fucking... like, it is literally fucking old text adventure controls. Faced west, walk forward, walk west. Like, stuff like that. Like, it is a weird-ass video game, and not everyone's gonna vibe with it. Fortunately, I do. I really like the plot of just, like, working out what's behind Kamui and the realization that it's not that big of a deal because there's bigger things at work and stuff like that. Stuff that we don't really actually get any power to deal with in any capacity. We just learn that it's the case because it's bigger than we are. To take on stuff like that. The individual chapters have a lot, like the individual chapters themselves are pretty satisfying to see go from start to finish in terms of like seeing what happens. Spectrum was like chasing Kamui at the start was like a good thing of just like a holy shit, dramatic, intense game with like all this. Then we get into Spectrum and it's just like investigating the hotel to slowly learn about this tragedy with these kids, and that's good. Then you get Parade, which is just an escalating series of all of this shit, taking out this company that did a lot of evil stuff and learning about the fucked up things that they did. Kamui Drome, despite being named after Kamui and all these people being inspired by Kamui Net, has nothing to do with Kamui, and it's a bunch of people taking a legend to start a digital revolution and talking about the power of data and just like the internet allows all these people to find other people. The corners of the internet have this immense power to radicalize people into doing these extreme things. And all this stuff like that, and how interconnected all of like data and the internet is to just everyday life, and just like their plan was to upload something that would affect every computer on the planet, and it was stopped by blacking out the entire planet, kind of thing like that. The actual final thing with Kamui, that case is like probably the weakest, just because it's so obtuse and dense, and it's really hard to work out what's going on at the time. But like, it's dramatic as shit just saying like, oh look, most of the cast that we just know has died. Obviously there's all the stuff with Morishima, which is like, again, the pacing going between Transmitter and Placebo works really well with Morishima. Morishima is a completely different type of character to anyone that's in Transmitter. The pacing is totally different. It's this routine, like repeating the same thing over and over again, which helps take away from the edge of what the other one is. And then they fuck with you on that by making chapter 4 just completely not that. It's just like, oh fuck. And then the return to that everyday routine in chapter 5 is part of the point of why he fucking leaves, because he goes back to his everyday life, but he can't possibly do that because of all the shit that has happened to him. So like that stuff is used really well, and getting like these alternate perspectives that explain more is really good, complementing that. Morishima as a character is a piece of shit and a total fuck up, but like I feel for the guy by the end of it and stuff like that, and like I come to enjoy seeing how he interacts with people. He could obviously do a lot better, but like, you know, I still feel for the guy. It's the same with someone like Kasabi. I love Kasabi. Kasabi is so good. He's a piece of shit and he's not a good person, but I love being around Kasabi. Like, he's one of the few people who's a piece of shit, but he at least freely admits that he's a piece of shit and stuff like that. The themes of the game are really good in terms of just, like, I get what Kill the Past means now. Like, again, Kill the Past I heard in The Last Jedi. And it's a concept that I can understand the concept of, and to an extent I agree with. Not the way it's used in Last Jedi, because it's literally the villain saying it in that, but like, the way that they talk about Kill the Past and the way this game's talking about Kill the Past are different things. But it's just a similar phrase. But like, I came into this just going, I like the idea that that the theme of like all these games that Suda and Grasshopper have made are about this theme of Kill the Past. I'm just like, that is interesting. I'm curious where they're going to go with that. And then playing this game, oh, I understand what the concept of Kill the Past means. It means the actions of the past, in terms of how everything's built up and stuff like that, directly impacts how things are currently happening. And you can only surpass that by addressing the past, the roots of where everything started. Like, you can't progress without tackling the roots of what, like, of what's led up to what is now. I get that, and that is a concept that I very much agree with. And stuff like that. I think it does that, like, that thematic idea very well and stuff like that. It's a damn good video game. I've very much enjoyed my ride through this. And that is also what I'll say. It is a fucking ride. Like, seeing the shit that happens is dramatic and just holy shit, and a lot of times the like emotions it gives you of just like fucking with you. Like the end of Placebo 4 of just being like, oh, what the fuck? Oh god, everything's going to hell, everything's going to shit, Morishima running away, fuck. And stuff like that, or just seeing the sheer escalation of something like Parade, and just how it just keeps going and going and going, just getting bigger and bigger and bigger, of just being like, holy fuck, and stuff like that. Like, it is also, on top of just like me enjoying the plot, themes, and characters, it's one hell of a ride, and I very much enjoy that. And obviously, we cannot forget to absolute highlight moments of this game of just, oh my god, I cannot fucking believe this video game. The 100 question Kumite of just being, holy shit, you're actually doing this to me. What the fuck? And, of course, the single greatest punchline that has ever been put into a video game. God damn. This is great. For my first entry into Suda 51 and Grasshopper and Kill the Past and the Sudaverse Extended Universe and stuff like that, for my first foray into this, what I can definitely say is I am excited. I am excited to continue this, to continue these games. If this is going to be the kind of things that I'm expecting from the future of this, I'm excited. I'm on board with the dialogue and writing and characters and themes and stuff like that. I'm on board. I'm on board. And stuff like that. Like, I've wanted to do, like, No More Heroes for a while. People say, No More Heroes is good. You should play No More Heroes. Action game and good stuff like that. I'm just like, okay. And then learning is just like all of this. And I'm just like, if I want to do what I do with other series, where I play through the entire series in chronological release order, for the most part, the very first game in this is a PlayStation 1 visual novel. Is that going to be the best place to start? But I went ahead with it because that's what I do. And I'm very glad that I started here. I don't think it would be a great starting point for everyone, but I'm glad I started here. You had a good time with this? I'm glad you did, Densha. I'm glad that you did. Yeah, this has been a fucking experience of a game. I'm very, very glad that I played it, and it is damn good. It is a damn fucking good time. But that is it for the silver case. Again, there is the 25th ward here, but for those curious, if you haven't seen me mention it before, I mentioned earlier in this episode, but just to clarify what will happen with the future of the silver case, and the Kill the Past series, I'm doing these games mostly in release order. I think actually I'm doing all of them in literally release order, for like Kill the Past / Sudaverse Extended as a whole. So, this game is not the next game that Grasshopper released. First, there is Flower, Sun, and Rain, originally a PlayStation 2 game, but it never got localized onto PlayStation 2 in the West, so it's on the DS. I have no idea what type of game that is. Once again, I've got no fucking clue what type of game that is. I don't even know if it's a visual novel. I don't know if it's... I've got zero knowledge of what that game is. I just know it's next, and it's on the DS. Then after that is Killer 7. A lot of people have probably... Like, if people have heard about games in the series, it's No More Heroes. The next one people have probably most likely heard of is Killer 7. That is a cult classic game that I've seen people talk about loving for a long ass fucking time. And I know it's a light gun game. I don't know anything beyond it being a light gun game, but I know it's a light gun game. I also know it's on PC, so I can light gun with my mouse and aim with my mouse, and I can do that. Then after Killer 7 is 25th Ward. So it will be a while before we continue Whiteout after the Whiteout prologue, but that's the way I'm going to do it because that's the way it's been recommended. There's literally a document, like a picture that is shared around by like Kill the Past fans of the recommended way, like order to play the games in, and this is this. It was originally on GameCube, so light gun isn't entirely accurate. Oh, okay. Okay. I thought originally it did have a peripheral. Okay, well, it's a shooter kind of game. Kind of thing like that. There is also some in-between material bits. I've heard there is a novel or something that is like a spin-off of the first Silver Case. I'm not sure what that is or where to read it. There's also like a manga and other stuff to read later on the Kill the Past. I don't know where they fit into when I should do them, but I'll probably do those at some point. But, oh, and by the way, after 25th Ward is No More Heroes, 1 and 2. And then there's a bunch of stuff before Travis Strikes Back and No More Heroes 3. So, we've got a lot of games ahead of us in this, but hey, that's what I do. I play through entire franchises because that's just what I've set myself up for now. And to the point where we're making up franchises that aren't really franchises that we're now considering franchises for me to play through the entire thing of that. So that is the future of the Silver Case. We have killed the past, and by that I mean the first game. So now we can move on to the future, and by that I mean killing more of the past by more games that were released almost 20 years ago. So, until the future of Pseudoverse and Kill the Past, this is version 2, signing out.